Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Look what we're doing here. It probably won't last.
Yeah, it's never not gonna last. I made an extra bucket of sanitizer so I can just throw it on Dad every once in a while. That'll keep him clean and safe.
Yeah. Actually, it needs to go the other way. He's the one that's out in the public, so I think we're gonna have a dunk bucket for him.
Well, technically, my business has reformed so that we're making medical supplies during this time. Yes. So
that's why I'm at medical supplies.
That's why I'm at work. Is we're working on medical supplies for the public.
Well, so we got a lot to catch up on here.
Hey, we've been quarantined.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So what are we making today? That's right. We're making Isolation IPA.
Because apparently our alcohol's been going faster.
No denial? I'm not in denial. All right, so...
It gets consumed when you're at home doing nothing.
Actually, I've been pretty good. I've been keeping it to about 12 to 24 ounces of beer. We won't discuss what else, but...
I'll say mom's the word.
Yeah, yeah, he's going to stay silent, evidently. So we'll go ahead and share this recipe. Maybe we'll put that up on screen, etc. But, so it's just a good old IPA. We're looking at around the 6 point something, 6.3%. And, but we got a bunch of stuff going into it. So I won out of a drawing some hops, a pound of hops from none other than Yakima Valley hops. And it's the HBC 586, which I don't remember all the attributes, but mostly they say you only use it in whirlpool and dry hopping, so that's what we're going to do.
That always makes a good IPA, so...
And it's going to be bringing in a lot of mango and some citrus, and I can't remember what else. It also can bring in a little bit of sulfur quality, and I think that might be why they just do it in the dry hopping and whirlpool.
Yeah,
so
too long of a boil will bring out the
probably
negatives.
That would be my assumption, yeah. So... Otherwise, though, we're just cleaning out the freezer of a lot of hops, which isn't a bad thing to do. And when you're isolated, that's what you're doing. You're using up your store, so that works.
Yeah, I've seen so many people in their garages cleaning them. I mean, probably the best thing that ever happened.
Except for you have no place to take
have
it.
to go through their stuff.
What are you doing with all the stuff you're getting rid of?
I guarantee Goodwill's open. It's essential.
No, they're closed. They are closed.
How's it not essential?
Yeah, it's just not. Okay, so anyway, so for bittering, well, actually we're doing 9.5 pounds of two-row. I actually bought myself a 55-pound bag so I could brew. And then
there we go.
And then I had a 1 pound sample, and actually it's a little more than that. It's 1 pound and 2 ounces of some Munich Dark 30. So that's what we're going to use for the base. Should be interesting.
There we go.
For bittering, I have to mix two things for that. So we're going to have a roughly half ounce, we'll see what it measured out to, of Chinook, another half ounce of CTZ. And then 15 minutes, it's roughly an ounce of Simcoe. And then Amarillo at 10 minutes for half an ounce. About just shy of 1.5 ounces of Citrat, 5 minutes. And then we're going to go for 2 ounces of the HBC 586 during whirlpool, and we'll do 3 ounces of the HBC 586 for dry hopping. So there you go. That's the deal.
Sounds like there's going to be a lot of hops in this.
And we're just going to go real simple. I bought a number of packets of USO5 because that's the easy dry hop. Don't have to worry about that. So I've got a number of packets of those for the future as well. Let's get at it.
Yeah.
That's what I say. That's on pounds and ounces. So we don't have like an accurate pound scale, but this will work for now. Christian says you gotta watch Tiger King now. You know, world references.
Yeah, you have. If you want to understand the world, you gotta get on Netflix and watch Tiger King.
Apparently they're all nuts. So we've got our 9.5 pounds here, and here's our Bryce malt. So we're in good shape. Yeah. Munich 30L. So we're gonna do something different today. So a little tip I saw, we're gonna take our lid that's used for heating up to keep it cool, but stuff coming out. Now I don't use this during the boil because the hops, it'll actually cause the hops to go up the side and then adhering to this. No bueno. But check out what we can do right now. It's good for bringing up to boil. Show them, Christian.
Sounds like a great idea to me.
We're not gonna stir. We're gonna let it hit the rim actually. Let it hit the rim, which kind of bounces them around. And supposedly when you're pouring it just slowly in like this, it's individual grains going in, so they don't end up clumping as they go inside. And we'll see. We're gonna find out. We're gonna put all of it in this way. Pull down.
Let it settle.
So we don't want it to go over the side, so I'm going to help it a little bit. And we're going to get what's there in and just take a peek, just to make sure it's not going over the side, since that's completely blind. So just hold off for a sec.
Oh, we're good.
Oh yeah, we're totally good. No issue. So I'm going to do a little bit of stir just to get this settled down and go down faster. But all right, let her go. That was a lot less work than what we normally do. So I'll show you what it looked like. Just right in the center. That's perfect, and we'll just stir it in. But that's great. Put this off real quick.
We've tried this prohibition thing once. Amaretto. It's never going to happen.
We are at hot break. Finally! It seems like it's been real slow. Alright, so here we go. We're at 60 minutes. We're going to go with some hops. We're breaking social distancing. Uh-oh.
I'm using my sanitizer.
The thing about brewers is We have washed our hands so many times and sanitized them. I've drank hot liquids, which clears me out. Brewers are the most sanitary people around, especially when they're brewing. I think we need to have a regular brewing regimen around the world. Everyone would be happier and very clean.
Yeah, and then everyone would know without sanitization, you can ruin beer really quickly. So how sanitary you need to be, because these particles are always around.
That's right. And we're boiling and killing stuff right now. When we're done, we're gonna go kill some brain cells.
I killed enough off this week.
I haven't. I need to kill a few more. So we're using our boil bro over here, which is great. We've got all our mash temps and sparge water temps. We've got our additions over here, all written out, and we've written in the times, which is great. So we'll just set our phones for those particular times, for our own alarms to go off no matter where we are. It's a cool thing. Just having everything weighed out. I'm just going to weigh out our whirlpool, and we're in good shape. So we've been adding hops. We went along. We haven't showed you all that because we talked about the timing. Pretty chill day. Just brewing. Not much else to say. Sorry if this isn't super entertaining today.
It's let's get a brew and to keep our sanity.
Yeah, keep our sanity and have something flowing.
Yeah. So it's been good. We'll see how successful it is. Hopefully it's a good one.
So I talked about the water profile, the water volumes being off, and so I'd readjusted all of that again, went through. I did have to tip this a little bit to kind of get up to not quite 5 1/4 gallons, which is really about what I want to be, 5 1/4, 5 1/2 range, so that when I do sector, I'd say I'm about a quart, maybe a little more than a quart off was all, but I'm pretty happy that kind of roughly going through that the water volumes are back where I need it to be, and once I get that, it'll adjust everything else, but as far as grains and everything that go with it. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I just need to say, hey, I've got a little bit more volume that's left in the bottom that I don't want to be collecting, so I'm not collecting the cold break, but that's looking good. We'll see what the proficiency or efficiency comes up to later. But right now, Christian's cleaning away because it's chilling down fast. This is multiple video conferencing going on here. This is the fun you have to look forward to, folks. This is good stuff. Okay, so on Saturday, which was #Unity Brew Day, fun day, I actually dry hopped with 3 ounces of the HBC 586, so another 3 ounces in there. I had whirlpool with 2 ounces, and we'll see how this comes out. I'm kind of happy. I let that go for 3 more days, so it was 10 days total as far as how long I fermented, and it's all fermented out. And I'm taking no chances because part of my problems with the grandkids here, I never got back and got them racked over on time, and that was creating a lot of my issues. Let's get a nose. It has a nice scent. It has a good scent, but it's a bit green, and we'll find out. And next time you see me, I'm gonna be trying it. Cheers. I've been drinking on this already, you can see, but it's maintaining a head and it's leaving some lacing, which is a surprise because, it was a simple malt bill, obviously. I'm gonna have to go buy some other malts later, but I'm pretty happy with it. I didn't do anything really truly for clarification, but it came out pretty nice looking. It's a decent beer. I can't say that the experimental hop, the 586, is doing a lot for me. It can add in, they say, sulfur type qualities, and I can pick that up. Also, the bittering hops that I had were honestly quite old. I mean, it's not my preferred bittering per se. So, the bittering's not exactly what I want. I think the malt bill could be much better. But I was just using what I had, but it's a good beer. It brewed right, it's clean, there's no flaws in technique, any of that stuff. And I finally got my water profile back for the Braumeister, all of that running right again. That's been off for a while, and I don't know what happened. I wonder if when I upgraded to Beersmith 3, is it, I guess, if that threw it off. But first I went back through the Braumeister equipment profile and started working and fine-tuning that again, and that got me back on track quite a bit. And the other thing that I needed to do was I went back in and I created a default. When you go add recipe, you can set up a default so it always defaults correctly. And I did that. And so I really tuned in the system one more time, and I think it's probably the best that it's been in a long while. I was probably, I don't know if I was maybe 2 quarts off, I think, on water, shy. But I made about a 1.5 quart adjustment, and we'll see with the next one. I'll probably do some more fine-tuning on that. But just decided I need to play with that a lot more and get that all working right. And finally, by just following everything just like I'm supposed to, it felt like it came out pretty good. My mash efficiency keeps coming up low, so I don't know what that's about. And I adjust to 68 degrees from my readings and everything, but it keeps showing, these pretty low efficiencies. And the Braumeister, one of the first users, I was getting like 80% efficiency. So that's kind of got me confused. And if anyone has tips on that, I would take them. Anything I might not be doing right or considering. But we've got a nice beer. So all I've got to do is get back to just not cleaning out all my old hops. I probably have some that are so old they should be tossed, to be real frank with you. And getting some clean, fresh hops, the hops of choice for me. And in addition to putting together a better malt bill would be a great idea. But just to feel like I brewed properly and everything's coming out clean, just as it should be, is a good feeling. So nice little beer. I wouldn't say follow the recipe I had by any means, but just happy to be back on track. Cheers. Anyway, we've had some beautiful days here in Oregon. I think we had some rain finally yesterday, but it's been pretty nice. I know we've got some more rain and cloudy days coming, but for the most part, I mean, this has been an early and really wonderful spring for us. You can't see, but I'm actually wearing a pair of shorts, which is great. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. I'll probably be doing some more stuff. I'll probably be brewing a little bit more. I am working on losing some weight again, so this has been calculated into my diet. But this is my isolation IPA. I'll be enjoying this. I will, but I'm going to be making another beer soon. It's either going to be a Saison or it's going to be another IPA. That's what I like in the summer. Maybe something lighter. Might do something more fun. And I really need to get around to making another mead soon. But hope you guys have had a great week, some good weeks. I hope whatever your situations are with all this going on, for those that are working, God bless you. And I wish I had more work going on for me. That's been kind of slow as a kind of self-employed kind of guy. But enjoy the time that you have with family, the time you have at home. You gotta make the best of everything that you've got. So cheers, everyone. We'll catch you all later.